Hello, Pattern Realm friends. Hey, Jimmy here, your Christian success coach. You know, how many of you want to start a company, or you started one, but you just want a fresh, clean start? You want to get with like-minded people who have the same mindset. You don't have time for the usual drama and the usual crap like that. And go like, hey, you know what? Time to move on. Time to move on. All right? So what are we talking about here? We're talking about connecting entrepreneurs. All right? Now, this is something that I'm kind of passionate about. Because in many ways, you know, some people say, well, go to these big networking conferences and stuff like that, but maybe it's a problem with dinero. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it helps to connect with people locally that can help you. Oftentimes, it's reading books and listening to podcasts of other entrepreneurs. You know, because you need to be, if you want to succeed, you don't want to feel like that you're all alone. And you're having to deal with negative naysayers just gathering their drama. You don't want that. I know you don't. Because you can be on top of this. I'm telling you right now, you can be on top of this. Because, quite frankly, you need to be on top of this. Sometimes it takes delayed gratification. Sometimes it takes some things, some really the tough times to realize, hey, you're not alone in this. So, this is kind of, it's part of the series Mission Impresa. The title of this is Connecting Entrepreneurs. And I think I can map out some ideas that can really help you. Okay? Get ready. If you're willing to have the right mindset, which is a growth mindset, then you can tap into it no problem, right? Okay. Number one, you need to find someone close to local that is industry specific who you're networking with, because that's what's going to help you in so many different ways, right? Now, let me say this, okay? We've talked about so much in our YouTube deals. We've talked about principle-centered entrepreneurship and really just having your moment. But it all goes back, if you want to network with like-minded people that can help you succeed, goes back to one burning question. How bad do you want it? Seriously, how bad do you want it? Okay? Now, your local connection help, or someone that's close to local, can give you that connect to help you strengthen yourself. You know, last 2 years ago, I did a podcast called Incubus of Encouragement, where people around me were coming, exception maybe a few, were discouraging me from my dreams. And I went to the houses from people that were like uber successful in this dream, and they were encouraging me. But then they let this riffraff into the party that kept labeling people. So, the second part of this, listen to me, is where you go to conferences if you have the dinero. You know, find a way to do it. You know, how garage sales, sell some things that are part of your talent. Whatever it takes, just get into those things. You need to have a connection. Another way to connect is to be honest with you, read books and listen to podcasts. Okay? You're just starting out. You're a hungry young or middle-aged cat, middle-aged cat like me, and you're hungry for this. And you listen to me. You can do better than this. You just gotta be able to connect with like-minded people. People that share your passion. But I also think it needs to be people that share your values. Because you can go to certain organizations and stuff, and well-meaning people sometimes may want you to compromise what you believe in. As your Christian success coach, I'm going to tell you right now, don't compromise. Why is that? Because as your adversity successor, as your adversity educator, compromising what you believe only creates one thing. And I've seen this in my life recently. It creates suffering. I'm telling you right now, it creates more adversity. The pressure to conform just so you can succeed. You don't tap into success in a way that compromises your faith. Okay? Now, maybe in some ways you can work something out where you can still practice your faith and still live it. That's like if I was offered a chance to come speak on the weekend, and they say you have to speak on Sunday. I take on one condition: I get to use the scriptures. Or if they say, well, we can't let you use the scriptures. Well, I'm going to use the scriptures. We're not going to. Well, we can't let you use the scriptures. And if they will not compromise that man, I'm like, well, then you're asking the wrong guy. Because, yes, I want to be wealthy. I want to be able to share my message to the world. But I will not be a sellout in order to do that. The only thing I'm a sellout for is Christ. You know what I mean? One thing I'm a sellout about it is Christ. Right? Now, find some people locally or close to locally. Find some groups that are in line with what your passion is, right? Now, here's something else that's also going to help you, and this is where it's kind of painful for me. If you see that a group of people is kind of like-minded, but you kind of feel like your values, people are trying to force you to compromise those, you're going to have to leave those behind. Okay? As your Christian success coach, I want to say this. Don't sacrifice your desire to be like Heavenly Father in Jesus Christ just for bucks here and there. Even if it's the Uber bucks, don't compromise your faith, okay? And believe me, yes, I believe in having more. I believe in having a better and extraordinary life right now. But here's the problem, here's the rub. If it involves compromising your values just to please people around you, I did a short on YouTube about that, and I'm going to tell you this, okay? I'm going to say this one more time, and I'm going to be emphatic about it. Quit being a people pleaser. The person you need to please is God. I hope you enjoy listening. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of Pattern Realm. Until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. Remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really, 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 really love you. God bless you, and please Have a blessed day.